The Nintendo Switch 2 will bring us a ton of brand new Pokemon games. Now, recently we have been getting Pokemon Legends games, which in my opinion are absolutely amazing. I love the Legends series and I'm so glad that they came up with it. And we will definitely be getting more of these games. Based on the Terra leak, we know that Legends Galar is actually going to be the next Pokemon Legends game, which is huge. A lot of you guys are huge fans of Gen 8 or the Galar region, and honestly, it's definitely a region that has grown on me, and the setting and the theme and the lore it's all perfect. I cannot wait to see the release of Legends Galar, which should be coming out in the next couple of years. But what other Legends games could we potentially get? Obviously, we have a ton of different regions out there. Soon we're going to have 10 total regions, guys. Gen 10 is coming out soon. Maybe I'll make this some sort of new series and call it like the Fundora's Forgotten Legends or something cool like that. If you guys could think of a better name for that, let me know. I was also thinking like maybe Fundora's Unwritten Legends. Kind of a cool name, has a nice ring to it. Pokemon Legends Celebi or Legends Johto or just some sort of Generation 2 based game would be absolutely amazing, because first of all, we haven't been to the Johto region in over 20 years. I think I'm pretty sure the last time we visited the Johto region in its own specific game was Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which is crazy to think about. I was convinced that the announcement before ZA was going to be some sort of Gen 2 game or Gen 5 game, but it ended up being Legends ZA, which, hey, I'm not mad about because that game was awesome. This game would definitely be something that was set in the past, just like Legends Arceus, which, hey, maybe we could even get a sequel for Legends Arceus. I would totally be down for a sequel. I think Legends Arceus is probably my favorite Pokemon game that we had on the Switch, and I cannot wait to see what my favorite game on the Switch 2 will be at the end of the Switch 2's lifespan. But yeah, I think an Ancient Johto would be really cool before gyms and leagues. I still think that we should be able to capture Pokemon. I'm not really sure how to tie that into the lore of everything, but I still think that'd be cool. Because with Legends Galar, it seems like we're not actually going to be able to capture Pokemon. We're just going to kind of become friends with them. We're going to live alongside them, not actually capture them because the Pokeball didn't exist yet. We could totally see the entirety of the Johto region in its ancient form. There's still some civilizations, but not everything is built yet that we saw in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The Brass Tower and the Bell Tower are both still standing tall. Maybe the ruins of Alph are being studied currently in this game. Maybe some sort of huge plot point around that, but then we get to see the main plot of the story, which is the Burned Tower. Humans may have attempted to control Ho's power, and some sort of imbalance caused the Burned Tower. Then we get to see, of course, the legendary beast. Maybe some sort of new form of the legendary beast would be pretty cool. We get to say Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, which low-key are kind of slept on. I feel like they kind of have been forgotten about. And of course, this game would have to have Ho-Oh and Lugia, which Lugia is such a cool Pokemon. Definitely one of my favorite legendaries out there. And really quickly, guys, I want to bring this up. PSA announcement. People have been actually re-uploading my content over on TikTok and even over on YouTube. So if you ever see a video from me that's not from an account that literally says Fundora's, it's not me, guys. These are people re-uploading my content. So if you do see something like this, please let me know. You could comment, you could email me. So I just want to say yeah, this guy is not me. So if you guys could maybe comment yo, this is not your content, bro, or something like that, that would mean a lot. I just want to let you guys know because I actually have seen some people that watch the channel here comment on some of these videos thinking it's me, thinking that this is my account and stuff like that, but it is actually not. All right, let's get right to it. Next, I would absolutely love to see a Legends Unova or Legends Kyurem or Legends Original Dragon or whatever they would call that. Maybe Legends Dragon has a cool ring to it. But of course, this would be the Unova region. Definitely an ancient game once again. I think the best setting for these Legends games would be ancient. Besides, maybe a Legends Alola would be really cool to see a future version, and I have a whole theory about that, so stay tuned for that. I know this would be pretty basic, but of course we'd have to see the original dragon, which is Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram before they were split up into 3 different dragons, or 3 different Pokemon. There would be 2 different civilizations, one focused on progress and ideals, the other would be focused on traditions and truth. Maybe this could even be a region that's kind of medieval-esque, just kind of going based on the dragon theme. Pokemon in this region would not be trusted yet. This would still be before we could capture Pokemon, obtain Pokemon. Some people like Pokemon, but some people are afraid of them because they don't really know them, especially the dragon Pokemon, aka the OG dragon. We could see Castelia City be a very small city. It's not the big city it is now. Their Relic Castle is still there. And imagine we start this game off as some sort of dragon tamer or some sort of person that has to search for the original dragon, and we could go out and discover the original dragon. Throughout this game it could be a quest. Maybe we start off in a different region, maybe some sort of UK region, aka the Galar region, and we make our way over to the Unova region, which is in America. And we also have a brother or some sort of sibling in this region, and we both disagree on how Pokemon should shape the future, guys. And then this is where we begin to see the original dragon split into different dragons or different ideals. I think it would just be really cool to even just see the original dragon, because we've never actually seen it. Quite literally, as long as we get to see that, I'd be pretty happy with this game. Or just seeing the Unova region once again in some sort of different, game. I just think it would be so amazing. The Unova region, Gen 5, is my favorite region. I have so much nostalgia for it. I absolutely love the games. I love the aesthetic of it, the art style. It's such a cool region. And I want to see more from it, and we may potentially be getting Gen 5 remakes soon, but kind of not soon as well. By soon, I pretty much mean during the Switch 3. The Switch 3 lifespan of, Nintendo and Pokemon, it's gonna be a while before we even see that. But who knows, things could change, they could always cancel it and give us a game. Legends Alola, I've talked about this a lot, and I've even made some theories about it, but this is an entirely new one, guys. So Legends Alola would be kind of cool to even be based in the past, present, and the future. I could totally see this game being based in the past, but I could also see it being based in the future, and let me tell you why. So in the Alola games, we can go to hyperspace where, the Ultra Beasts are, which are such weird Pokemon. Like, guys, the Ultra Beasts are just insanely weird. We also have, Ultra Necrozma, which could be amazing to see in this game specifically. So why I think this game would be really cool to actually be some sort of like futuristic Pokemon game is because specifically of space travel. I think it'd be really cool to see a more advanced Alola region where the game is heavily based around space. Maybe this game could even start off in the ancient past, and then, it could be kind of like go through the storyline, and then the majority of the game actually is in the future. Wormholes aren't as kind of mystical or rare anymore. Like, a lot of people can travel through space and time. The Aether Foundation could be there, and they could have studied this, and we get to explore and see new worlds, maybe even some sort of like alternate Alola region would be kind of cool to see. And we could even see more new Ultra Beasts. We have never had a new Ultra Beast, at least I'm pretty sure we've never had a brand new Ultra Beast literally since, they came out. The plot of this game is that we need more Z crystals. Like, there are no Z crystals left, or something happened to it, they've all disappeared, and we need to travel to a different world or a different dimension or a different universe, whatever you want to call it, to actually obtain new Z crystals. And guys, let me tell you what, the new Z crystals that we do find actually cause towards some sort of brand new evolution gimmick that could change the future of Pokemon forever. It would also be really cool to see the Tabus once again. I mean, I think they would still be hanging out, being exactly the same, of course. Necrozma needs to come back as well. Generation 9 is honestly a generation that would be really cool for a Legends game. I don't necessarily think we're ever going to see one, though, because it's so new, right? Generation 9 is currently the newest generation. Soon it's going to be Gen 10, but with Generation 9, if we ever did get a Legends game, it would be like years and years and years down the line, right? It may not even be called like Legends games anymore. Like, they may come up with some sort of new title for that same kind of concept of like revisiting a past region. But what would be kind of cool is to actually see more of the Paradox Pokemon. Like, I don't know if this could be another future Pokemon game where it's like everything is Paradox Pokemon and we actually need to go back in the past to change everything, because maybe the future of the Paldea region is everything gets taken over by robots and all these Paradox Pokemon, and it's taking over the Paldea region and low-key spreading to like the other regions like Kalos and stuff like that. And obviously that cannot happen, because this would lead to a apocalyptic world where these Paradox Pokemon rule, or Paradox, people and trainers even. Let's just bring that up too. The cool thing with this game would honestly, imagine we get to bring up Celebi. He's the big cameo, I guess you could call it, where we get to go back in time, but we actually have to find Celebi because some sort of, robot, trainer, whatever you want to call it, has Celebi locked away in a cage, all Mewtwo style. And they're testing him, stealing his personal brain information, I guess I'll call it. And we need to actually obtain Celebi and get him back. Of course, Maridon would definitely be there as probably exactly the same as they are, like, the travel, transport Pokemon. I know this theory is kind of all over the place, but I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions about this. Let me know what Legends game you would want to see on the Switch too, because currently we know that Legends Galar is quite literally the next Legends game that is planned in the Terra League, which is real information. So I hope that still happens, because I would love to see a Legends Galar game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you are brand new to help reach my goal of 50k subs by the end of the year. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you're watching this far in the video, comment down below palm tree, just the word palm tree. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.